Hello and welcome to my first video going over the characters of Ghost of Tsushima Legends. I'm gonna hopefully do an episode about all the characters right now, although I'm still currently finishing up the builds for two of them right now. But the first one that I wanted to go over was the Assassin. And the reason why is because I think that the Assassin is probably the most versatile class in Legends. I think that he has great single target damage and great wave clear capabilities, especially in like Platinum Survival or Nightmare Survival. I think that he's all around just a great character to run. So, first for techniques, uh, it depends what I'm running, but most of the time I'm running Toxic Vanish for the poison and 30% more during assassinations. You could run double legendary on him here, but I do like pulling off assassinations on like really big tanky Onis. And then Deadly Nightshade, just to make sure that like our poison is actually doing damage, is very useful. But you could also run Deft Hands. Deft Hands is also just another great option if you're running like Refreshing Vanish, just to get all your tools up a lot faster. And then Storm Shadow. I think that Storm Shadow is probably the best way to get the most damage or the most versatility out of your Assassin's Ultimate, because those two extra strikes could definitely help out in a pinch. But Chain Vanish, it's okay. I definitely think that it's better for you to get it on the Assassin Charm instead of using a perk slot. Legendary, I feel like you're missing out on Shadow Storm, and even on Overshadowed. I think if you're running Nightmare Survival with a lot of really big Oni enemies, that this also could be really useful. So the gear that I run on mine is Stone Katana with Stone Master. I think that the Stone Katana with Stone Master is probably one of the more fun ways to play with the swords. I definitely think that everybody starts off with like a water katana, right? Simply because of those like chaining heavy attacks. It's really easy to pull off a lot of damage. But or eventually you eventually rotate to like a Moon Master cancel kind of play style. But I always thought it was kind of wonky and don't really have a fun time doing it. So I think that Stone Katana with Stone Master allows you to hit some pretty high DPS with your sword. And I run melee resolve gain, although melee damage is also pretty good. And of course Oni damage, because Oni's a high priority target that you want to take down as soon as possible. And Way of the Flame, because it's great. It bypasses shields and it allows you to do fire damage, which is great. And of course Stone Master to get those super fast and heavy attacks out. And I like running a blowgun on my assassin because I think that the poison effects, you get poison here, and now your poison drains health. And if you build it right, you can actually one-shot a lot of the enemies, a lot of like the lower enemies that are normal, like Mongols, with just one or maybe even two blowgun darts. And I like running self-attack damage, so that way my assassinations can hit harder against high priority targets, and status effect damage, that way my poison is more likely to kill someone faster. Helmet piercing ammo, because helmets are really annoying, and the headshots give you great damage and a decent resolve gain. And shield piercing ammo, because shields are annoying, and I think it's just better just to ignore them. Another great option is Heaven Sting for a blowgun instead, if you want to do that, because it will just straight up kill non-Onis, which is kind of nice. But I think it's kind of unnecessary and a waste for a legendary slot. unless you're speedrunning. And then on my assassin charm, which I definitely need to redo, but my assassin charm, I have satisfaction and satisfact damage. That is entirely for so that way my poison can kill things more effectively. And chain vanish, because once you hit at a successful assassination with this, you get to re-poison the entire crowd, and you're almost guaranteed to wipe out an entire crowd like that. And it's pretty useful, and I think that this is the best use of chain vanish is on the charm. And then combat regen, it's great. You don't even notice it at first, but the moment that you don't have it, you'll start to notice that you're just low on health all the time, and that you might just get one shot by those purple Oni attacks. So I definitely think that combat regen is a great perk to have on your charms. And for Ghost Weapon 1, Spirit Kunai, I think Spirit Kunai is just probably one of the best legendaries in the game. It's great. It has a short cooldown, lowers all your other cooldowns. I just think it's great. Hidden Blades and Supermassive are a staple on it. Hit more targets, kill more targets, and you can throw back or stagger enemies, which is very useful. Goes through the damage, helps secure the kill, satisfact duration, just to help out with the poison. And then Smoke Bomb, munitions, lucky, stealth attack damage, cooldown on kill. Definitely need to rework this one. Might just start a new one. But yeah, your smoke is just another way to get quick and easy assassinations. Or what I like to do is I will drop my smoke bomb into a crowd, and then shoot a whole bunch of my darts out into the crowd, and then use my spirit kunai to clean everything up. And you can make quick work of a wave, or if the wave is already on the defense point, it's super easy to like hold your own as an assassin. Also, if you didn't know, your ultimate, enemies can't target you while you're in your ultimate. And so you essentially just get free damage. Yeah, that's how I build my assassin. I do plan on doing a build with Enjo's Remorse and Forbidden Medicine, and do a healing assassin. That's pretty good for like team comps, especially if you're lacking a Ronin and your team is taking a lot of chip damage, or you're on like the shared wounds modifier. It's a pretty good build for that. So all you would have to do is just change this to this over here, deft hands, and you can keep any one of these is fine. I wouldn't recommend going for the other legendary though. I feel like that's more just like a meme. And then you would just change the gear around, slap on Forbidden Medicine. I have to rebuild an Enjo's Remorse, and then you could just put on either a normal kunai, or like Magma Bomb, or Touch of Heaven, something like that. Something that has a little bit more utility, but I usually like to run a normal kunai, and then run Enjo's Remorse, and then try and get Chain Vanish on it or something like that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the only change I would make to that for like a healing assassin. It's an interesting playstyle. Definitely great in like disoriented teams, or if you're trying to do the Hidden Heart challenge. It's really great because you can keep yourself topped off at all times and do just crazy damage because of Enjo's Remorse. Well, anyways, that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll have a good one. Bye.